You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by Valero.
It is a beautiful day in San Antonio, Texas, outside the Alamo Dome and inside the Alamo Dome. It's football Saturday in January, the All-American Bowl, and now the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game, the 46th annual San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. Good evening, everybody. I'm Don Harris, along with my broadcast partner, Chuck Mikatinik. It is our joy to do this each and every year as we showcase, Chuck, the best players in San Antonio, their reward for a great senior season.
Don, if you're going to have football to start 2024, why not it be this game, right? I mean, a fantastic collection of student athletes that we have on the field today. We have over 100 players representing 67 schools, 36 school districts,
wow,
both inside and outside 1604. A chance to see tomorrow's stars one last time today.
Yep, and we've got unbelievable talent all over the field, including probably the top recruit in San Antonio. He's a four-star. He's going to Washington, and that's Paul Mankey Jr. from Clemens.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have this guy as the number 2 safety in all of the state of Texas. 18 offers coming out of high school. This guy, we had a chance to see him play earlier this year, 100% has earned everything he's gotten. A big play guy, and looking forward to watching him display his skills tonight.
And another star on that Team Black defense, our News 4 Defensive Player of the Year, Elijah Walton, the linebacker from Harlan, who's going to Army.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, this was the best defensive player we saw all year on TNL. This guy is an absolute razor. Very mature, and the skill set to go with it. A big reason why Harlan had such a fantastic season this year on the field.
We talked a lot this year about the turnaround of the John Jay Mustangs, and one of the big reasons for it was their quarterback, Jackson Gutierrez, the coach's son, who's headed to Navy.
Yeah, this guy, the league MVP for a reason, and a huge reason why Jay set all kinds of school records in football this year. Gutierrez taking Jay to places they have never been before on the grid, 3 rounds deep into the postseason.
We haven't forgot about the big guys. Let's start our heroes on Team Gold with the big guys up front. That's Pola Malu New from New Braunfels Canyon. This guy is also a big-time leader.
Yeah, Pola New, a 560-pound squatter. His head coach, Nate Leonard, says this is the best center that he has ever been around at this level. This guy can play. He's 6 feet tall, pushing 300 bills, and you know you can run between the tackles when you got this guy, 55, right in the middle of your lineup.
All right, some of the skill position guys on Team Gold include King Johnson, the wide receiver, the favorite target there of Ty Hawkins.
Yeah, we talk about Ty Hawkins a lot because he's such a dynamic player. Well, one of the reasons why Ty Hawkins is such a dynamic player is because he's got King Johnson. Look at the stats from this guy. Size, speed, Lifetime Achievement Award for King Johnson. We've been talking about this guy for many years here in the 2-1-0.
Including that clutch play to win that game late. The other quarterback we'll see from Team Gold, Jacob Saucedo, who's had an outstanding career at Harlandale.
No question about it. You know, typical prototype quarterback, right? 6'2", looks the part, has a great arm, great feel for the game. Harlandale coming in off an amazing season again this year. Jacob Saucedo has been one of the elite quarterbacks in the area for quite some time, and really comes from a long line of outstanding quarterbacks in Harlandale history.
That's just a few of the players. When we come back, we'll meet the coaches. It's the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game from the Alamo Dome. Straight ahead.
Today's broadcast of the 2024 San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game is presented by Valero and sponsored by the U.S. Army, Whataburger, H-E-B, Frost, Methodist Healthcare, Ancira Auto Group, Thomas J. Henry, Via, the PM Group, Powerade, Crisis, Taco Cabana, the Gomez Law Firm, Steel North Star Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Centro Med, Dr. Drake's Sleep Solutions, Beluga Air, Christus Children's, San Antonio Zoo, Air and Plumbing Today, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, Ron Hoover RV and Marine, Harlandale ISD, and San Antonio Metropolitan Health District.
San Antonio has some of the best coaches in the country around the state of Texas, and it is joy for these guys to coach this game. And this year we got two of the vets in San Antonio, including Chuck from your alma mater, Blaine Peterson, who also, like you, went to Madison High School.
That's right. Blaine, a proud graduate of Madison High School, really has brought some stability back to the school, resurrecting the program there, and has done an amazing job making sure that the Mavs are always in the conversation in that mighty Northeast League year in and year out.
30 years in the Northeast Independent School District, was the defensive coordinator at Johnson before moving to his alma mater. And on the other side of the ball, coaching Team Black this year is Che Hendricks of the Bernie Greyhounds. He's been in Bernie for the last 6 seasons, came from Frisco Heritage, and Chuck, a winner already, taking his Greyhounds to the state championship game last year.
Yeah, usually Bernie's in the conversation for long playoff runs each and every year. Shea may have done his best job coaching this year. Remember, they lost their starting quarterback in week 1 and still had a tremendous season.
All right, we will take a break. When we come back, we will have our national anthem as kickoff nears here in the Alamo Dome. It's the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game presented by Valero.
You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game presented by Valero.
Welcome back to the Alamo Dome. We're getting closer to kickoff here at the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. It's national anthem time. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer, Milton Hope.
Presenting our national anthem this evening, delivered by Colonel Princess Aturise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Colonel Princess Aturise.
Game Time Weather is sponsored by Air and Plumbing Today.
As always, it is a perfect 72 degrees, air-conditioned inside the Alamo Dome. as our air and plumbing today. Game time weather, perfect outside, perfect inside, and we are looking forward to getting this one underway. As we saw Team Black won the toss, deferred to the second half, and they have elected to kick, and so we will see the Team Gold get the ball first.
Yeah, it was funny watching Jackson Gutierrez on Team Black. He was one of the captains before the game, and after the toss and everybody decided who was doing what, walked to the sideline kind of slowly. It looked like he was already itching to get into the ball game and start this thing off first on offense, but they will defer Team Black. Team Gold will have it to start. Don, you know, we were talking about the All-American Bowl and the size of the players in that ball game that was played earlier today on News 4 and WOAI. What was really fascinating, though, is walking around before the game to see the size of our guys. I dare say that this is the two biggest teams we've ever had in San Antonio sports high school all-star history. We got some big old dudes down there.
They are big and they are ready to go. And Ethan Brumgard from Clemens is a 5-star kicker. He's going to Air Force. He'll kick it off to Levante Henry from Madison and Jaden Cervantes from Sam Houston, and we are just about underway. And it will be Henry, and he will just, he's gonna bring it out. Not a great decision by Levante Henry from Madison. His head coach is the coach of this team, and to see what Blaine Peterson has to say. Of course, everybody wants to show out in this game, so you can't, you know, he's probably thinking, I'm not gonna get many opportunities, I'm gonna make the most of this one, but turns out to not be a great decision. Another Madison Maverick will quarterback this squad. Leading the way is Landon Gill. He's an all-district performer, as are most of these guys playing in this game. Thrown for almost 2,500 yards in his career. As we get ready to scrimmage here, 1st and 10 from their own 2-yard line. Gill's gonna look to throw on first down, goes over the middle. That ball's almost intercepted. Charlie Stahl from Bernie had his sights on that one, and it just came up a little short. Here's some of the starters. We're going to see a lot of different players today. We'll appreciate your patience identifying all of them, but everybody on here we could say is all everything. Briley Brown's committed to UTSA. We've talked about Henry and King Johnson, the outstanding receiver from Johnson, and the running back is off the charts as well. That's Nathaniel Stanley from Judson. They'll hand off here and met right at the line of scrimmage. That Black defense coming up big right at the line of scrimmage. And I believe that was Elijah Walton, our defensive player of the year from Harlan, wearing number 11. Chuck, I know you love Josiah Ali, the big defensive end from Roosevelt.
Yeah, and Ozawalu from Reagan. I mean, these two guys really showing out early in this football game on first down. Pressure came right up the middle, so look out, Team Black D-line.
It is 3rd and 10 for Gill. It's another inside handoff and barely getting to the 1-yard line, as it was another big-time defensive play, that time from Kenny Ozawalu from Reagan High School.
Now, that just wasn't a fair fight on 3 downs, right? Already Team Gold backed up after the special teams disaster, and then it's just the big boys up front doing their thing, and it was not even close to being a contest there on the first 3 snaps.
Yeah, it was Ali getting there first. Josiah Ali, we've had our eyes on him since he was a young sophomore, has all the size you would ever want, plus great feet. So the Team Gold will have to punt it away, and that's Tyler Selly, backed up in his own end zone. He'll get this one away, and Sawyer Boley from Bernie Champion back to return it. He's got a lot of offers, including UTSA, and we'll go down to the sidelines, and Matt Roy.
What's up, gentlemen? I am having a great time down here on the sidelines. I want to empty out the notebook a little bit. if anyone's surprised at how hard Team Black's playing, don't be. I was talking to Coach Shea Hendricks before the game, and he wasn't really in the laughing mood. This is a game he wants to win, and he wants to win by a big margin. Don't be surprised if either coach is emptying out the playbook, throwing a few trick plays in. We'll talk to the offensive coordinators here in a little bit. A couple of the themes of this game also, there's two sets of twins in this game. I'll talk to the Tourisay twins here in a little bit. And then there's also 3 coaches' sons, one of which is right there, guys, Brendan Carroll.
That Jackson Gutierrez on the carry, he too a coach's son. Both of them in the backfield for Team Black right now, coach's sons. Gutierrez's dad coaches John Jay, Brendan Carroll for Roosevelt. Both play for their pops. Gets 3 on the carry. It'll be his 2nd down and 7. Team Black with great field position here early on. Gutierrez going to throw. That ball's incomplete because of a great hit. Tried to complete it to Flores, but I didn't see who came up and made the hit, but it was a good one.
Yeah, it was number 9, Trevor Short from Brandeis High School. And don't go to sleep on this guy. We've talked a lot about how many good safeties we've got in town here. Trevor Short is one of them, and man, he came with bad intentions right there.
Team Gold showing blitz. Gutierrez is going to check down and get the play call from the sideline. You're on 3rd and 7. Look to his right, under pressure, gets out of it. Still scrambling, turns it upfield, gets the 1st down. Jackson Gutierrez showing what he did all season long at John Jay High School. Just a fantastic play.
Pressure coming from everywhere, essentially up the middle. And then Gutierrez just doing his thing. He will not be denied, breaks it outside, and not only turns it into a positive gain, picks up the sticks too.
It's a U.S. Army 1st down. Here's Carroll on the carry. He slips right at about the 23. Tough footing there. He had an outstanding season at Roosevelt. Over 2,000 yards rushing. Just an amazing career, but an outstanding senior season for that young man. 2nd down and 8. Gutierrez throws a little hitch route, and it's incomplete. He's looking for Antonio. Excuse me. That was Meza, the intended receiver.
Let's see how Team Black wants to pair this one. Put it in the air, keep it on the ground, and if you don't get it, go for it on 4th down possibly.
3rd and long. Gutierrez is going to scramble. Now fires to the end zone. That ball is behind, and did he catch it? Touchdown! What a throw! I believe that's Austin Vivier from East Central. He's not wearing any sort of jersey number.
Doesn't matter, you're going to find his name. What a play. You're right. It was an amazing throw. Back foot, defender in great shape down there, but somehow, talk about threading the needle.
He didn't get a foot in. No replay though, right? So, who's counting?
It's an all-star game.
And it's 7-0 Black. Close counts. Austin Vivier from East Central gets on the board first for Team Black. Team Black kicking it off again. Ethan Brumgard doing those duties. The 5-star kicker from Clemens. Jade Cervantes from Sam Houston. Levante Henry from Madison. Back to receive it. And they hope to get better field position than they got after that first kickoff. This time it's going to be Cervantes, explosive young player. Fakes the reverse, keeps it, gets to the corner, gets the 30, and pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Let's go downstairs to Matt Roy. Matt.
Well, Don, Chuck, we're with the early MVP for this game. That was one heck of an athletic play down there, Austin.
Thank you.
I mean, no one should be surprised by your athleticism, though. How many positions you play at East Central?
All of them, really. You know, wherever they put me, I'm going to play.
Well, if anyone questioned your athleticism, you had the play of the year this year. The punt return, 99 yards. They're going to play it right now so everyone can see. I want you to walk us through what happened on that play where you ran it back 99 yards after the punt was blocked.
Yes, sir. No, I punted it, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, that didn't go nowhere. And I looked up, and it was right in front of me. So I had caught it, and I was like, all right, I just had to get a first down so we could just keep on offense. And once I got a first down, I saw a gap, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just take it. And I just took it all the way.
I mean, at what point did you realize that you were going to be able to score on that play?
As soon as I got to my sideline, there was a wide open hole, like coming through the opposite side. I was like, yeah, no, I'm scoring this.
So all we learned today is that punters are athletes too, and you guys make plays, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, congratulations on all the achievements. Good job.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I think he's an athlete first, punter second.
Right.
He just happened to be punting the football. We've already got a quarterback change. Antonio Meza is the quarterback in from Warren High School. Here on the second series, and he fires out to the outside and completes it across the 45 and across midfield. And being slung down is his receiver on that play, and that was Corbin Gonzalez from Bandera High School.
Yeah, Antonio Meza coming off a fantastic season. Obviously, he wouldn't be here if he hadn't, but he's already committed to East Central University, and this guy looks the part, sounds the part too. Really interesting conversation with him earlier this week. Him talking about this game and this opportunity. Seems like a very mature young man.
It's an Army first down for Team Gold. We got pre-snap penalty. Is a little confusion on the snap count there.
Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Let's go first down.
Ken Brown's crew with us today in the All-Star game. We expect to see a lot of mistakes, pre-snap penalties. These guys have only been practicing together for a week, so it's a miracle that they are as organized as they are, and that's a testament to these great coaches in the game.
Yeah, it also speaks to the level of football IQ that these kids have too, right? Because, I mean, even on Tuesday, they were doing walkthroughs because of the bad weather.
He'll fake it to Stanley, and now fires deep on that route. It's good coverage over there. There was contact, no flag.
There was a little contact on the back end of that, but it looked almost like the receiver fell coming out of his break a little bit, and I think a good no call by the officials.
I agree. Sawyer Boley with the coverage. He's an outstanding athlete. We saw him play both sides of the football earlier this year, and again, he's got an invitation to play at UTSA if he so chooses. Back there with Paul Mankey Jr., a safety committed to number 2 Washington. Be watching with interest in a couple of nights. Nate Stanley catches this one. Gets a couple of yards. The Judson Rocket.
Nate, one of the guys out there trying to pep up his team before the ball game, and you know, from what we understand, those Judson guys were kind of leading the energy at their practice this week. So Mark Soto's guys coming in and, you know, getting a little bit from their coach and not afraid to speak up and kind of lead the cheer at practice as well.
Stanley's on his way to the Air Force Academy. Got 3 or 4 different military academy commits in this game. Here's Meza. Hangs it up there for Stanley, and that gave the defense time to close in quickly. Nice tackle there by Jet Thompson from Reagan.
Yeah, how good were these Reagan defenders all year long? We've already seen a bunch of these Reagan guys set up. I mean, that was screen all the way, and Jet Thompson was having none of it.
So it's 4th and very long, 16. And see if they run out the punting unit. It is Tyler Selly, New Braunfels Canyon. believe that's Sawyer Boley back deep to return it. Barely gets that away. Good high kick there. Boley will be forced to fair catch it at the 15, and when we come back, we will see more of that Team Black offense. They lead it 7-0 first quarter here at the Dome. Welcome back. It's our Dr. Drake Smile Cam. Dr. Drake Sleep Solutions, a big sponsor of TNL all year, and you can see the Nava family fired up to support their son out here today. Great time for all the families as a big reward for the kids on an outstanding season. As Team Black looking to fire and closing quickly is Team Gold. Unbelievable play there by Zahir Livingston. Check that. That's it. Zahir Livingston from Davenport.
5'9", 207 pounds, and man, it was like he was shot out of a cannon on that one, closing in on Noah Ferris.
Noah Ferris into the game at quarterback from Harlan High School. Jaden Palacios from Pleasanton has checked in at the receiver spot. Here's Ferris, kind of throwing a quick little bubble. And across the 10 to the 15, running into his own man.
Pass complete out to number 2, Colton Smith.
It's Colton Smith.
Yeah, Cooper Kuntz in the neighborhood, making sure that didn't go very far. And Sebastian Walker, 298 from Veterans Memorial, doing a really good job reading the play as well.
3rd down and 12 for Team Black. Noah Ferris, the unanimous all-district quarterback. That's saying something. That's a great district. He's got pressure coming, fires to the outside, and that's incomplete, as it was intended for Palacios.
Yeah, Zacchaeus Thomas from Judson was coming like a freight train around the right edge. 6'3", 230 pounds, and Noah Ferris had to get rid of that a little quicker than he intended to.
Chuck, I grew up in the church, and you know what? Zacchaeus was a wee little man, and a wee little man was he. But that Zacchaeus is not a wee little man.
No. No, indeed.
He was...
That was nice. I think I needed that today. Nice work.
Somewhere my dad is smiling. Team Gold will have it at midfield. They trail 7-0. 3:30 left here in the first quarter of your San Antonio Sports All-Star. This one's on Nolan Doss out of Piper High School. What a season they had, going all the way to the state semifinals. His favorite Whataburger order, the double meat. Congratulations, Nolan, being selected for this game.
Yeah, double the district accolades for that young man, too.
First down and a short gain on the play. Team Gold.
Yeah, Nolan Doss with 71 receptions this season. You got to be kidding me. That's a career.
Yeah, they had an outstanding season. Jake South, their quarterback, our offensive player of the year. That was Jaden Gutierrez on the carry. This is Jacob Saucedo, the quarterback from Harlandale, getting the reps on this series. He looks left, now rolls to his right, running out of time. Still almost completed it.
Yeah, but Wiley Flores from Kerrville Tide had a little something to say about that. Very good job by Saucedo, kind of setting everybody up, but out of the blue comes 22.
Good coverage there by Wiley Flores. That'll set up 3rd down and long. So the defenses have owned the day so far, the exception of the one touchdown by Team Black, which was set up by their great defensive play down on the goal line.
I like watching Jacob Saucedo play the position. I mean, it just seems like he's got everything you want in a quarterback. Patience being a virtue as well.
3rd and 9, he's under pressure. He winds up, still under pressure, and tripped up And that's Josiah Ali again. Well, a huge play on the 1-yard line earlier, and then the big fella can move.
Yeah, Don, this is one of my favorite guys from the last couple of years. I remember we were doing a TNL game when he was a sophomore, and there were a bunch of alpha dogs in there before the game talking a bunch of noise, and it was great. And Josiah comes up and taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, "It's a great day to be a Rough Rider, sir." Keeping in contact with him ever since, and can't wait to see where he's going to end up playing next year. He's gotten a few offers, and may get a few more with the way he's turning out today. He's a handful.
Yeah, Sam Houston, West Texas A&M, Angelo, Northeastern Oklahoma. 6'3", 290 with some wheels. And see if Boley gets a chance to return this. Takes a good team gold bounce. It'll go inside the 10. All the way down to the, well, they'll call it right at the 10, and we'll keep it here as the black offense will come back onto the field.
Yeah, I think what we've seen here so far in the early going is that both of these defensive lines have really done a nice job asserting themselves in this football game. It's the reason why it's only 7-zip, and you know, Team Black, the beneficiary of the special teams guffaw to start. So you have to see if these offensive lines can come up with some sort of trick to keep the pressure out of the backfield.
All right, Gutierrez back in at quarterback for Team Black. He's got Jefferson's Amante Carter in the ball game. Some confusion as to whether they were going to hand it or not, and it's a short gain of the play, maybe 2, as on the carry on that particular play was Jackson Duffy from Smithson Valley.
There's our man Trevor Short again, number 9, coming from his safety position. He's all over the field. Trevor's got some offers too. Hello.
Gutierrez had a tough time handling that snap, and it backs him up all the way to the 1-yard line.
He had a tough snap on the last snap. It was a little hard to handle. Let's see what we got here. A little high, and Gutierrez is able to get it after it eludes him the first time, but by the time he corrals it, there's a bunch of dudes in white shirts that are there to bring him down, including Mr. Mata.
Abden Mata out of Steele High School. They had another great run to the state semifinals. And it is going to be third in a country mile, 18. This is just a called run for the quarterback, and Gutierrez will take it himself, gets back to the original line of scrimmage and across a gain of about 3, and there's some trash talking going on.
As there should be.
Jackson was looking forward to getting physical at the end of that run. It'll be 4th and a long way to go, so they would think punt it away here.
25 Jackson Maynard. I think he might have been held on that play over there on the left side, but
they're going to go for it on 4th down on their own 10.
Why not? It's an all-star game.
They're just going to let it run out. We're at the end of the quarter. They'll reset, probably change their mind and kick it away. Fun first quarter so far. Team Black leads it 7-0. When we come back, it'll be second quarter action from the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game presented by Valero.
Closed captioning for today's game is sponsored by the Vietnam Army Grunt Museum.
All right, we will switch ends, and Caden Turner will punt it away to Team Gold. Nice high kick that turns over. And it'll be taken at the 35, across the 50, as Cervantes down to the 45-yard line. Good field position for Team Gold to maybe try to tie this thing up.
No, you're not kidding. I mean, that was a heck of a play right there, grabbing that ball after it hit the ground, because if he lets that thing go, it's really going to tilt the ball in the favor of Team Black. Great job by Cervantes.
Let's go down to the sidelines and Matt Roy again.
Well, guys, we're very excited to have a special guest with us, Captain Yelena Izagiri with the U.S. Army. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You guys do so much in the community, obviously, Military City, USA. What makes a football game and football teams a good place to recruit?
You know, football is the heart of Texas, so what other better place to really emphasize dedication and hard work than the football team today, right? These guys, every football player is crucial to winning this football game, just like every U.S. Army soldier is critical to winning that Army mission.
You guys also rebranded pretty recently to Be All You Can Be. What does that mean to you?
So when we say be all you can be, we're really emphasizing how the U.S. Army or the U.S. Army Reserves can give you the opportunity and the skills to let you pursue your passion. So ultimately, we're here for you before, during, and after your time of service.
Plus, with football, it's like, it's all team. You guys are all a team. It's just banding together for one common goal, right?
Exactly.
Right? Can you provide some further details on career opportunities and stuff like that with the Army?
Yeah, no problem. So the Army offers over 200 opportunities for different types of jobs, from aviation, medicine, STEM, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So whether you decide to go active duty or the Army Reserves, the Army offers you vital resources such as medical care for you and your family, tuition assistance for your continued education, and the opportunity to explore the world.
And how can people find out more?
Hey, if you want to join an awesome team like the all-star football players are playing today, go online and Google your local U.S. Army recruiting office or go to GoArmy.com.
I told you before this, I like to go off script. You've been in San Antonio for 5 months. What have you done so far? Anything super fun?
Listen, I can't complain about all the food that I've been eating. I love visiting the Alamo. I play tours almost every weekend.
I love it. Back to you guys up in the studio.
Thanks, Matt. Landon Gill running for his life. This is what he did at Madison. Houdini. Wow. Down the sidelines. We saw him make a career of that as a Madison Maverick, and we knew we might see some of it today. He's just worth the price of admission.
I mean, this was the act when he was a sophomore, right? It's like little Manziel. What? Shorter, not quite as thick, but man, has he got great feet. Tougher than dirt.
It's an Army first down inside the 25-yard line, and now they want to talk about it. And it's Gold's first time out. We'll take it with them, and the Gold team is on the move, trying to tie this thing up when we come back. Welcome back to the Alamo Dome. Landon Gill, the Houdiniac that you just saw playing quarterback, his favorite Whataburger order is the breakfast on a bun. Landon only 5'10", 160, but boy, can he play. And he's made it all the way here to the San Antonio Sports All-Star game, and he's got his team on the move.
Yeah, I'm with him on the breakfast on the bun, especially with the bacon. That's elite.
It is first down, an Army first down right at the 25-yard line. Gill wants to throw, goes to the outside, one-on-one coverage there. It was just a battle for the football. Both guys doing a great job going for it. In team black in coverage was Diego Carros from John Jay.
Yeah, Diego had a phenomenal year on that Jay defense. 114 tackles, 7 interceptions. Did you see that stride with the receiver? Had the inside track, very well played, and an incomplete.
Sets up second down. And they'll hand it off inside, and a good tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
Running back, Game is 1:39.
Rogers on the tackle. Luke Rogers from Poth High School, 6'3", 230.
Cervantes, what a guy, phenomenal career at Harlandale.
Oh, he had a fantastic career. He was fun to watch. We had him on T&L. Gill throws over the middle. Caught. Diving forward, close to the sticks.
It's one of the twins.
Is one of the twins. That's Kenny Antarasi. His mom sang the national anthem. Out of Cole, his brother, Ty, is playing on the defensive side of the ball for Team Gold.
He's big, too, man. Chance for quarterback to set his feet, deliver a ball on time, and what do you know? Team Gold is on the move here inside the 20, the Central Med red zone.
6'4", 230. Got offers from the military academies. And it's Gill on the keep, and Ali's got him. Josiah Ali making an early first half case for defensive player of the game. Has 3 TFLs. already.
Well, we got the best of the best out here, and he's just, look at that, just leveraging his guy towards the inside, pops it outside. He's quick enough to come in and make a tackle. And as you said, another TFL. Look at that big fella, good on his feet afterwards, too.
Really quick for a guy his size. That first hit right down there on the 1 yard line on that first series was kind of set the tone for this one.
Ball at the 21-yard line.
So it's a turnover on downs, and Team Black will take over on their own 20. They'll hand it to Carroll, and that's what we saw him do his whole career.
Did you see he was on the tackle?
I did not.
It's your guy, 24, man.
Zahir Livingston from Davenport. Nice play.
Yeah,
he's had a couple of big plays, yeah. 2nd down and 4. It's Carroll inside this time. He's picks his way for about 3. Let's see where they mark it. It's close to the marker. And they're going to move the sticks. It's going to be an Army first down for Team Black.
Yeah, very good patient running right there from Brennan Carroll, and he's already committed to UTRGV. Yeah, when is the last time we saw a guy rush for over 2,000 yards in a season, right?
It's been a while.
What a fantastic year. It goes without saying.
Noah Ferris quarterbacking from Harlan on this series. It's Carroll again. He breaks the first tackle and picks up about 8. A really good job getting out of the tackle from, I believe that was Elijah Walton. If not, it was Nate Robinson Jr. And they're going to go quick here. A high snap. And tripped up in the backfield. And I believe, again, that was number 12. Landon Taylor from Navarro.
Yeah, both teams just daring the other team to put the ball in the air right now. A lot of run blitzing, a lot of stacking the box. And both offenses and defenses are having their moments in this game, but so far these defenses have really done a nice job bottling everything up.
Blitz coming, pressure coming, and that ball is incomplete as the defensives have dominated this football game so far. And again, calling up some pressure there from Team Gold.
Yeah, Jaden Dez from Somerset High School was wide open on that play.
Cooper Kuntz from Churchill providing the pressure for Team Gold. And so Team Black will kick it away. And again, that's Ethan Brumgard, the punter. Excuse me, that's Caden Turner, the punter from Clemens. Both kickers for Team Black are from Clemens.
Blocked. Nope.
Gets it away.
Thought he got a piece of that.
Boy, did he boom that.
If he got a piece of it, he sure knocked the heck out of it anyway.
Making a couple guys miss across the 30, down to the 33-yard line. Another nice return by Jaden Cervantes, and Team Gold will have it when we come back. They trail 7-0. Welcome back. You're looking at our countywide service company, Smile Cam. The cheerleaders from Bernie providing the smiles today here in the Alamo Dome. Of course, their head coach, Jay Hendricks, coaching here today. Appreciate them being here and providing the spirit as Team Gold takes over in their own territory, trying to tie this thing up. Handoff coming to the near side and a nice cutback run by Team Gold. That was Jaden Gutierrez from Sotomayor, who had a fantastic year for their program.
And Antirazi on the outside doing a great job. Not only holding up his end of the bargain on the outside, he was able to chip another guy and help spring that. This is as big as a tight end, right?
Just 2 yards to go here on second down after that great first down gain. They hand it off inside again, and they've got an Army first down. That was Nate Stanley from Judson on the carry. And Jerry Rodriguez from Highlands with the tackle. Jerry Rodriguez also plays in the mariachi band. That's pretty cool. Big number 77. Let's go downstairs to Matt Roy. Matt?
Love it. All right, guys, I'm standing over here on the gold sideline with offensive coordinator Jimmy Cueva. So we're running, we're trying to, might be trying to set something up over here. So we got a little bootleg that we're trying to run. That's why he loves his quarterback, though, improvisation.
Meza down across the 40 out of bounds at the 35.
Remember how I said they're going to start to run some trick plays. The second quarter, late second quarter is what they're trying to set it up. The play that they're trying to run is called double fudge. But they need it in the right spot to run it.
Well, let us know when they call it. Matt?
That means everybody's going to run a 12-yard stop, and then he's going to call who runs a post. What we're looking is probably King Johnson down here. Depends on the safety. Whichever safety's tighter, we'll call the post to that side.
Got it. So it's on the quarterback.
It is. He makes the decision right there. I think he's going to Valdez up top. You going to take a good drop? Oh, shit. Oh, there both. There both ran.
Don't have the delay for coaches in this game.
Ozawalu, man, this guy's having a whale of a ball game. And, Don, that's the one thing about trying to run a trick play, especially when the other team's defense is getting so much penetration early in this football game.
Yeah, Kenny Ozawalu was a unanimous all-district player out of Reagan. And, again, the defense has had a pretty good job with pressure here.
Left.
All right, Coach, what do we got?
Hitches right here.
Hitches.
Just everybody runs a little.
6 yards?
6, 7 yards, yes, sir.
There's 6-yard hitch play. They're just trying to get some of it back here. Meza will look that way, complete it, and it'll be third down and about 9. King Johnson on the reception on that one. King Johnson's got great size.
He does, right? The whole thing. Wide.
All right, Coach, what do we got?
Smash right here. So we got 5-yard stops on the outside and post. Yes. Inside corner. You got it.
I played tight end at one point.
5-yard stops on the outside and a post route. Nate Stanley in the backfield. You got to get 10. They throw the post over the different shoulder, and that's going to be pass interference. And that's going to be an automatic first down. So threw it over the wrong shoulder. A little confusion between the wide receiver and the quarterback. But they're bailed out because of the play call. They were looking for Kenny Altarazi. And he was just brought down from behind on the coverage.
Yeah, Jaden Bryant Penn from Lee High School, good size. You know, he was trying to locate the ball too, because you're right, it was thrown over everybody's wrong shoulder and got a little tripped up there. I don't think he expected to see the receiver quite there in his area, but nonetheless did interfere, and Team Gold gets a break.
All right, guys, you got a little quarterback power coming up.
All right, so Meza going to run behind those big offensive linemen here on first down. And closing quickly. Great job inside. That was Ali again, his 4th tackle for loss. Josiah Ali is dominating this football game. Well, did you see how quickly he moved laterally to the opposite side? I don't know if we have a replay of that. He just jumped with a lateral move like a cat to the right.
Ain't no surprises here.
He swims and then jumps out there and makes the tackle.
Yeah, he was being held.
Second down and long. Meza going to the corner on the fade. Altarazi. Did he catch it? Touchdown! Kenny Altarazi. Mom sang the national anthem. Oh, so that's King Johnson. King Johnson from Johnson. We got 80 and 88, both big dudes. And King Johnson showing what he did his entire career for the Jags.
John, look at this. I mean, he just goes right through the DB to make a play. I mean, you can't get it much better if you're covering. It's just King Johnson cutting back towards the football, sealing the DB and making a play.
Boone Partee from New Braunfels for the extra point, and it's no good.
Oh,
and
well.
now Gill trying to get 2, but it'll come up short. Sawyer Boley on the tackle as they had a bust play, and they tried to throw it in there, but it's incomplete, or complete and then caught short. So it's 7-6 Black.
Well, Sawyer Boley, I mean, that might turn out to be a big play in this football game because that looked like that was going in there, but Boley kept his head up, still made a play. But here's another look at the touchdown. As you see, number 80 just kind of cut back towards the football, stays with it, and really you can't say that Jaden did a bad job there. I'm sorry, Dion Tovar from Brennan. I mean, he was right there, and here's the 2. Looked like that was going in, but Sawyer Boley staying in the play, and I think this team was glad that they did because it's a 7-6 ball game.
Sawyer Boley's an outstanding football player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Every time I've seen that kid in person, he just delivers.
So is Lil Pete, 73.
And Josiah Ali is owning the day. Team Black back to receive the kickoff. It'll be Boley as one of the guys back there. And also back is Austin Vivier, who's got a touchdown today.
Yeah, we've seen Josiah Ali play a lot of football. I don't know that we've seen him this good, and that's saying something.
4 first-half tackles for loss. He's just lived in that backfield.
Partee kicking off the team goal.
Here's Partee kicking off a little line driver. Boley will take it at the 10. Sawyer Boley tripped up, but not before he gets to the 35, and we'll flash back 10 years ago today to maybe the most dominant performance we've ever seen in this All-Star game.
5 touchdowns. I lost count at some point, but 5 touchdowns, a bunch on kick returns. At what point did you feel like I'm absolutely going to dominate this game?
Honestly, I don't know. I just looked back on my favorite movie, Forrest Gump, and just kept running.
There it is. That's the line of 2014.
Justin Stockton from Steele High School. Oh, man, could he run.
Yeah, that game, it was him and then everybody else, literally. I mean, just didn't look like he belonged on the same universe.
Looked like he should have been playing in the earlier game at noon.
He probably should have been.
Yep. Inside handoff, no gain there. As Jackson Gutierrez back in quarterbacking Team Gold on this series. And a nice play by Zacchaeus Thomas from Judson, making the tackle there.
You know, we've seen a lot of flash and dash over the years in this game, and I just think it's a testament to what's going on down in the trenches, man. These guys are getting after each other today.
Gutierrez straight drop. Has time. Does not have a receiver. Fires into traffic, incomplete. You can see the velocity of which he throws the football as he completes that one to Colton Schmid out of Lavernia, 5'6", 160, Offensive Player of the Year in his district, and he's got an offer from Columbia in the Ivy League.
He sure can move.
Boy, Gutierrez sure had some heat on that ball, too. It was a nice ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fantastic ball player, right? I mean, we knew that already, but, I mean, to come out and have the year that he had and just, you know, in terms of leading and delivering the goods as a senior, it was just epic.
Gonna throw across his body downfield, and that ball is caught. Just ripping it away from the defender for Team Black. Gabriel Solansky out of Poth. He was the district MVP from District 15 3A, and you see why.
Yeah, great job, too, by Gutierrez, delivering off his back foot, rolling to his left. Again, good coverage, just player making a play down there on the back end.
Solansky plays both ways. He's in this game as a defensive back as well, as they hand off straight ahead into the red zone, and that, I believe, is Jason Love from Brennan. Three-time all-district performer in one of the best districts in the state. Over 2,800 career yards. Jason Love, of course, his twin brother, also playing in this game. Ryan Love, playing DB from Brennan.
Yeah, and he played really well in that game that we had earlier this year in that epic contest early on in the season between Brennan and Harlan. I think we knew that it wouldn't take long for that young Brennan team to grow up, and then I think what it did was it put us all on notice that Harlan was going to be one of those teams to look out for this year, and it's exactly what happened.
And you know, Love made an impact even with the DeBoses there a year ago when they had athletes all over the field. Carter, two DeBose brothers, but Love showed, you know, found a way to be productive as a junior. And now here's a senior, both of them making the All-Star game. Black on the move inside the Central Met red zone. Ball spotted at the 15. It's 2nd down and 4. Gutierrez and Carroll in the backfield. Here's Brennan Carroll. Now he's going to reverse it. They're going to throw back to Gutierrez. If he can get some time, it's Vivier, and he loses about 7. As I don't know if he had Gutierrez really early in that play, but it got blown up the longer it went.
Well, Jaden Haygood, 23 from Judson High School, 265 tackles for his career. He's gotten a couple of offers, Texas Southern, Mississippi Valley included. Doing a really good job of just staying at home, right?
Yeah, and he ends up coming back up to make the tackle.
Yeah.
Outstanding play.
So again, you talk about teams being well coached, right? Even well coached on a short week. These guys kind of throwing it all together, but yet, you know, you don't see anybody really buying all these trickeration plays here early in the football game.
Jaden Hagan, way to play, young man. So now it's 3rd and 10. They can still get back to about the 12-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, look at another shot putter in this game, huh? Oh, he's a discus guy. I apologize, Reggie. Those track guys.
Gutierrez and Love on this rep in the backfield. Looks over the middle, and it's intercepted and dropped, as that was just miscommunication because Vivier didn't know the route where Gutierrez wanted, and he's coming over to talk to him about it right now. He's like, my bad.
Yeah, he ran the route. He's just not looking for the football and almost cost him an interception there. Conway almost pulled that one off the turf.
Jeremiah Conway from YMLA. .39-yard.
39-yard field goal.
And it is no good, wide to the left. And so it remains 7-6 here with 49 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter.
A little bit of a wonky snap. Might have thrown off the rhythm on that play, but it's a bad break for Team Black, hoping to maybe steal a few points here before the end of the 1st half.
One of the cool things before this game every year is when they induct new recruits into the Army, they take the oath. We saw that pregame, and pretty cool for these guys to do it here in front of all these people, and all these people very proud of these young men and women going to serve our country. 1st down and 10. Team Gold running out of time, and it's not going far. Saucedo on the carry, and Elijah Walton on the tackle. Our outstanding young man right there. Going to Army, our Defensive Player of the Year out of Harlan High School. And like, I think 3rd or 4th in his class. Just unbelievable young man. Smart, fast, disciplined. They run it inside here and still on his feet, bouncing it to the outside. It's Walton again coming across to make the tackle, but not before an outstanding run from Jaden Gutierrez. Jaden out of Sotomayor. And they'll take a timeout right before the gun.
Yeah, we got some guys playing whistle to whistle out there, including some of these offensive linemen. They've all had enough of Josiah Ali living in the backfield. Riley Brown mixing it up with them.
I saw Briley at church on Christmas, and that young man is grown up, boy. He's a big one. And Jeff Traylor's happy to have him coming over to UTSA. Hey, it's talking about Walton over at Harlan being 4th in his class. We want to make sure we thank Steele, North Star, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for sponsoring this year's Thursday Night Scholar Athletes. Don't forget to keep watching Sports Sunday and Maximum Sports. We'll be announcing the Scholar Athlete of the Year later this semester. David Chancer did a great job with those all year long on TNL. And reminding us week after week the outstanding job that these kids do in the classroom as well as on the football field. So they put 3 back on the clock. This will be the last play of the first half. And they've got out of Hail Mary range unless they got some real trickeration, hook and ladder stuff going on here. And that ball pops straight up in the air. It's incomplete, and that'll be halftime. Oh, the greatest plans. Some playful joking going on between Gutierrez and Walton, and that is halftime. It is Black 7, Gold 6. When we come back, Matt Roy will have our halftime show, a very special announcement from San Antonio Sports and Jenny Carnes straight ahead.
Welcome to the Valero Halftime Show.
Back here in the Alamo Dome for the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. 7-6 is our score, and right now we are lucky to have one of my favorite people in San Antonio, one of the most popular people in San Antonio, I feel like. Jenny Carnes, the president and CEO of San Antonio Sports. Jenny, how are you?
I'm great. It's always good to be here with you, Matt. Love this day.
You're literally like, this is, I was telling you guys before the game, this is like your Mona Lisa. This is like the Mona Lisa moment for San Antonio sports, and for us, we get to celebrate so many great athletes. It's an awesome game.
This is one of the best things that San Antonio sports does, and to have a chance to highlight these seniors from not only San Antonio, but the area, and give them a chance, last chance to come out, showcase their talents, and maybe be seen by a college coach and get an offer to go play at the next level. That's why we do it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that happen multiple times throughout the entire history of San Antonio, or of the All-Star Game at least. And I mean, Josiah Ali is putting on a heck of a show for the Team Black.
The more kids we can get to go play at the next level and continue their education, that is the goal of this game.
I mean, San Antonio sports continues to be involved with the community. You guys got your Beyond the Game stuff. You have so much going on. I know you guys have a long list, but tell us a little bit about what San Antonio sports is doing right now.
Well, in just a minute, we're going to highlight 4 of our awesome Beyond the Game stories. We highlight programs and teams and individuals all year round that are going beyond the game and giving back to their community. But we have so much going on this year. Our 40th anniversary just kicked off today. Founded in 1984, we're going to celebrate 40 years of transforming this community through the power of sport all year round.
And you've got 16 months until the men's Final Four, right?
Just a few days away, yeah. All eyes will be on the road to San Antonio as soon as that championship trophy is crowned in Phoenix this year, and we are full steam ahead on it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see a basketball court in here again.
Right in the middle, if you can believe it. We'll have, almost 70,000 people here for that.
Well, Jenny, thank you so much. We love being here. I know Don, Chuck, and I, and Chris, our maestro in my ear right now, we all love doing this game. So.
We love the partnership with Sinclair and Don and Chuck up in the booth, and hopefully we have a great second half. I know we will.
Absolutely. We always do have, and we always have a lot of fun here at San Antonio Sports All-Star Game, guys.
You're watching the Valero Halftime Show.
Welcome back into the Alamo Dome. It is 7-6. Team Black in front for the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. And now it's one of my favorite times of the evening. It's time to recognize the teams that go beyond the game.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Valero are shining a light on teams who model key values through their actions. More than 120 teams submitted stories this fall. Let's look at 4 who made a special impact in their communities. During November, Corbett Middle School's girls basketball team built 38 bunk beds for nonprofit Sleep in Heavenly Peace and also raised funds to donate 222 pillows and 180 face masks. East Central High School's boys basketball team partnered with Blueprint Ministries to rebuild a disability ramp and replace roofing for 2 families in need. More than 150 Judson Middle and High School student athletes, coaches, and parents came together to help beautify the Converse Fire Station, painting handrails, bollards, and fire lanes, saving Converse $8,000 with their service. Members of Wagner High School's football team volunteer every Wednesday morning before school at Candlewood Elementary, mentoring students by connecting with them, playing games, and inspiring them to achieve their dreams. These teams demonstrated beyond the game values of integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service. San Antonio Sports and Valero salute high school and middle school coaches who inspire their athletes to serve others. Parents, teachers, and coaches can nominate teams and individuals that go beyond the game. Visit sanantoniosports.org.
You're watching the Valero Halftime Show.
Welcome back to the Alamo Dome. It's halftime here at Valero Halftime Show. The San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. The black team leads the gold team 7-6. Just 1 score each with no extra point for Team Gold because of a mishandle. Time for our Taco Cabana halftime highlights. And after a great defensive stand, Team Black gave their offense great field position here. And then Chuck, even though there's no instant replay and his foot may have been in or out of bounds, it was a great throw from Jackson Gutierrez and a great play on the ball by Austin Vivier.
Yeah, the East Central guy making a play on the back end, and of course, Team Black doing a really good job taking advantage of the short field for their only score of the first half. Yards, points, everything has been hard to come by on that side of the ball for this side as well. And here's another one where it looks like the defense is right there, gonna make a play, but not when you got the King in the house.
King Johnson controlling it all the way through the catch. Was in bounds, and that made it 7-6. They had a botched extra point attempt. Great play by Sawyer Boley to make the tackle. Otherwise, it would have been a 2-point conversion on the pass on the breakdown. But still, that brings us to 7-6 in halftime stats. Not overwhelming one way or the other. Very clean played game with penalties as well.
Oh yeah, it's a defensive struggle. Let's go and see what happens in a second.
When we come back, it's second half action. Team Black, Team Gold. The San Antonio Sports All-Star Game continues when we come back.
Thanks for watching the Valero Halftime Show. Stay tuned for the second half kickoff. Today's broadcast of the 2024 San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game is presented by Valero. And sponsored by the U.S. Army, Whataburger, H-E-B, Frost, Methodist Healthcare, Ancira Auto Group, Thomas J. Henry, Via, the PM Group, Powerade, Crisis, Taco Cabana, the Gomez Law Firm, Steel North Star Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Centro Med, Dr. Drake's Sleep Solutions, Beluga Air, Christus Children's, San Antonio Zoo, Air and Plumbing Today, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, Ron Hoover RV and Marine, Harlandale ISD, and San Antonio Metropolitan Health District.
Welcome back to the Alamo Dome. It's 7-6, Team Black over Team Gold. And come on, baby, wake up. You're missing a good one. So far, it's been a defensive struggle. And Chuck, Josiah Ali dominating this football game so far for Team Black. And both defenses really, I guess what you would expect that in an all-star game where the defenses are usually ahead of the offense when you only have a week to figure things out.
Well, we talked about Tuesday for both of these teams having to basically go through a walkthrough situation because the weather was inclement. But I think, Don, these games take on a personality based on what happens in the trenches. And right now, we just see both of these defensive lines really taking it to the other team. And offense has been hard to come by because these defensive guys have been really getting after it.
We talked earlier about Justin Stockton dominating this game in 2014. We've had some of the best in San Antonio go on to play really high-level college football. And in the pros, let's flash back Trayvon Merritt right here in this. Deep Ryan Redding down the sideline looking for Woodard. He's got it. He's going to score. Trayvon Merritt, Woodard from Smithson Valley took it away from the defender, and a great ball by Ryan Redding.
Here's, look at this. Totally setting him up outside, breaks back inside, finds the ball, and makes a reservation for 6.
On to TCU, won the Jim Thorpe Award as the nation's best defensive back and is playing on Sundays for those Las Vegas Raiders.
It's fascinating, right? Even you flash back, that guy had an NFL body as a high schooler, right? I mean, high second-round pick, and had a chance to catch up with Trayvon. During the preseason, they played their final preseason game, did the Raiders against the Dallas Cowboys. Got a chance to chat with him and Sincere McCormick, another former San Antonio guy that's making a living on the Raiders practice squad.
That's right. Let's go down to the sidelines and Matt Roy, Matt.
All right, well, I found a big, strong wrestler, one of the most popular dads in Bernie, Mr. Bill Goldberg. How are you today?
I don't know how popular I am as a dad. Maybe as Goldberg, but as a dad, I don't know. I yell too much, and, I'm on the sidelines at every game, and I just can't help myself. I'm a proud dad.
Well, how do you separate the two?
I can't. I am all of the above. So it's just when to pull one out, I mean, it's practice makes perfect.
Well, I say popular because, pictures with kids over there. Everywhere you go, someone wants a picture. How weird is that for Gage a little bit?
Gage, my son, absolutely hates it. He's very proud of me. There's no question about it. But, I mean, I coming into this small town, I never wanted to overshadow anything by any stretch, and I wanted him to be able to, put his feet down and run with it and beat Gage Goldberg. And I think by him playing in this game today, that's a pretty good example of him doing it on his own.
That's
so
what I'm
just so proud of.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, playing in the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game, you as a dad seeing your son playing his last high school football game. What's that? What are the emotions like for you?
Don't make me cry, man. Don't do that to me. I mean, I see your little camera up there. Don't make me cry. But, I mean, yeah, as a dad, I'm extremely proud. As a member of the community, I love to be here and represent. All these kids are awesome. It's, the first time that these young kids probably have ever seen a guy my age that's a wrestler. So, I mean, it's a true honor. It really is. And emotion-wise, this is a springboard into his next thing. We don't like to put an end note on anything, right? I mean, they're all conduits to what you're doing next.
That was going to be my next question. Your catchphrase is "Who's next?" But I was going to say, "What's next for Gage Goldberg?"
Jesus criminy! First baseball season. I mean, after this game, we're going to evaluate all of his opportunities. He's got some great opportunities, whether it's being walk-ons at Duke or Alabama, or North Carolina State. I mean, we're UTSA, so it's the fact is this is his last high school football game. He gets to go out and be a kid again, but it all ends after this, and being a man starts. So this is the end to a chapter, but the beginning of a wonderful chapter in the rest of his life.
Selfishly, I think Don, Chuck, me, and everybody else wants him to go to UTSA just so we can have more of these interactions.
Well, hey, you know what? I'll be perfectly honest with you. Traylor and all the guys over there, I mean, they got one hell of a coaching staff. I mean, and that's what it's all about. It's all about culture, and it's all about, you know, people wanting to go there. And hey, I'm pulling for it too, because then he gets to stay at Goldberg's Garage and hang out, you know.
What's Goldberg's Garage like? You know?
Goldberg's Garage is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm a car collector. I got 15,000 square feet of storage for my cars. I mean, I took the body off of a Cobra yesterday. I'm just having fun. But upstairs is a 3,000 square foot weight room that's built Gage Goldberg. So he brings all his friends over all the time, and it's awesome for me as a dad to be able to provide that.
I got to get into Goldberg's Garage someday. Guys, we'll send it back up to you for an awesome second half. Mr. Goldberg, I appreciate it.
As always, you're the man.
Thanks, Matt. Bill Goldberg, the one and only Goldberg. That's pretty cool to get that insight as you know, world famous wrestler and also just regular Bernie dad.
Regular Bernie dad who, you know, back in the day, once upon a time, was one heck of a football player. I mean, that's where we first encountered him when we was playing World League ball, and, you know, then played in the NFL as well. I mean, everybody thinks of him as the wrestler. That's where he's made his mark, obviously. However, let's not forget Bill Goldberg, the football player, was mighty darn impressive as well.
All right, back to football. Team Black has the ball first here in the second half. Noah Ferris leading the offense for Team Black on this drive. Ferris out of Harlan High School, had a great career there. A unanimous all-district quarterback, 6,000 career yards and 64 touchdowns. Throwing the football. Second down and 5 here for Ferris. He looks over the middle and just missed his intended receiver. He was looking for Austin Vivier from East Central, who's already got a touchdown today to set up third down and 5.
Some of these are body blows, right, Don? I mean, you come out here and it's been a fist fight in the first half. You got so much physicality going on, and then, you know, when you have your opportunity to take a shot, make a big completion, you know, some of these is just you're taking so many body blows, you're not ready for when you got to play to make it, and there you go.
So we'll see if they can convert here on third down. Team Gold dialing up the blitz, fires to the outside, and that'll be caught, but short of the marker, and be 4th and short. Interesting call here at your own 36. Looks like they want to go ahead and just go for it.
Well, as we said, it is an all-star game. What's the worst thing that can happen, right?
Almost jumped. They call it. They did not. No contact, got back. Ferris one more time, we'll look over. He's got 2, 1 on the play clock, and they're either going to timeout here, or maybe they were just trying to draw him the whole time, and maybe they'll punt.
Coach Hendricks thought he got him, right?
On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
I did think that he got him, but did not get the flag. Almost.
So they'll take the 5 yards on the delay of game, and they'll kick it away back to Team Gold.
Caden Turner will do the punting, and he has had some boomers today.
Yeah, and we watched quite a bit of football this year, and I'm not so sure this guy's not a wide receiver at the next level either. Very good.
Another good high spiral, turns it over, takes a hop, and takes another black bounce, and will go inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Another huge punt off the leg of Caden Turner, who has a great story there at Clemens when he was playing soccer, basically was just out for PE, right?
Well, he was playing football, they needed a punter on the freshman team after they had a punt go like 5 yards. And Coach Johnson tells the story that some kid ratted Caden out and said, hey, Caden could probably punt. He played soccer when he was a little kid. And sure enough, he punts the ball the first time he ever kicked one, 50 yards. So he goes up to Coach Johnston and says, hey, am I the freshman punter? He goes, no, son, you're the varsity punter. And a story is born.
Now he's an all-star. As Landon Gill from Madison hands off inside. That's going nowhere. And good play inside by that black defensive front, as they have been all night long. That might have been Gage Goldberg. Diving in there. Josh Wayne also from Lee, but I believe that was Goldberg. Credit half of it to Elisha Walton, number 11, who, no surprise there, playing middle linebacker right here. 2nd and 11 for Gill. Fires to the outside and completed for a couple. Coverage in the flat by Jet Thompson, the Reagan linebacker, as it was completed to Levante Henry. A Madison to Madison connection there.
Yeah, go with what you know, right? It was fascinating watching the defensive line for Team Black on that one. Josiah Ali almost got a big old mitt on that ball right before it was released.
Not a surprise, right? Third and 8. And coming off the edge was Greg Williams, who's a all-star in his own right. Ali celebrates another tackle for loss.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Look how patient he is here, right? Of course, Gill's got those great feet. He's, oh man, making everybody miss, and Josiah's just waiting for him to come into his zone, and he's gonna make the big fella miss that one.
Yeah, Greg Williams coming off the edge, started it all, but Ali now with his 5th tackle behind the line of scrimmage. 5 TFLs for Ali in this game.
He has been impressive. Quite frankly, no matter who is being put in on these defensive lines, both teams has been really good.
Paul Mankey Jr. back to receive the punt. He's the kid going to Washington, a 4-star safety. He gets a block on the edge and picks up about 10 on the return, and it'll be Black in good field position with a 1-point lead when we come back.
You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game, presented by Valero.
And we're back, Team Black with the football. 1st down and 10 at the Gold 42. Now hand off to Brennan Carroll. Roosevelt, who picks up a couple, not a lot there. Good defense. Mankey was good coverage there. Hurst over on the play as well.
Yeah, a young man from MacArthur doing a really good job of just clogging up the lane.
Carroll finding his way for a couple more. Let's go down to a guy who's having an outstanding football game, Josiah Ali, who is hanging out with Matt Roy. Matt?
Yeah, I would venture a guess to say one of the best defensive first halves in San Antonio All-Star Game history, guys. Josiah Ali, 4 tackles for loss, I think, in the first half. What the heck?
Man, I'm just doing my job, man. Just doing it for my mom, doing it for my family, you know.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning so the rest of us can try and copy that in the future?
Some love, man. Some love. Some love. Some love. You know, nah. You want to eat, just eat good, man. Eat good, man. Come out here and ball.
I remember when we talked to you in October, you said that you wanted to come out here and big time players make big time plays, and that you were going to try and make some big time plays. What do you think about that?
What y'all think? I think I'm a big time player making some big time plays, man.
I don't think anybody can argue with that, guys. We'll send it up back to you.
Love for breakfast. It worked. 4th down and 4 for Team Black here. Kind of a easy call to make, to go for it here, unless you want to show off a kicker. They got 5 to snap it. And Gutierrez will keep himself in a little bit of trouble. And he's not, he dives for it, and that might get it. I think that's going to move the sticks with that incredible effort at the end there.
I don't know. Let's see. Gutierrez doing everything he could to try and stretch for it. Got two different guys making two different calls right here, it looks like.
The guy on the far side had it a first down. The guy on the near side did not, and he's the one spotting the football. Let's look at the replay.
Well, the line to gain was the 32.
Yeah.
So let's take a look.
Either way, a great play by Gutierrez. 32. He didn't get there, did he?
Looked like the knee might have been down before he was able to get the stretch out.
Yeah, just short.
Well, we'll see. They are measuring. Gonna miss it by that much.
Half a yard. It'll be gold ball. And they'll have the football when we come back. 7:31 to go here in the third quarter. Welcome back, TJ DeMint. One of our player profiles. He likes the honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. And Chuck, you got breaking news.
Yeah, just 6 days ago, committed to UT Rio Grande Valley to play football at the next level. TJ sitting this one out, a little banged up. So congratulations to him. Rio Grande Valley making quite a dent in the recruiting this neck of the woods.
Yeah, Travis Bush from Canyon High School, now the coach there.
He knows. He knows where you can find him. Him and Brennan Carroll, quite the tandem at the next level.
Greg Williams in on that tackle on Antonio Meza, Warren High School quarterback, running the show now. He's got Nate Stanley back there with him. Hands it to Stanley from Judson. He tries to get outside, but again, great pursuit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just stupid, right? Both of these defenses, like, there's just nowhere to go. Sideline to sideline, and it's multiple guys. He just strung that out as long as he could, and just nowhere to go. Jeremiah Vallejo
from Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Getting a shout out.
A couple others in on the play. Takes a village to string one out like that.
Great pursuit by Team Black all night long. It's third down and long. Third down and 13 for Meza. Has a little tough time with the snap. Now wants to crank, fire, got a man into double coverage down there, and it's caught!
No way! It seems like every big play we've had in this game is Antarasi makes a heck of a play. It's just been good fortune. This defense for Team Black, they got two guys there, and Antarasi, the benefit of the batted ball.
Wow, went up with one hand.
Oh, yeah, it was mostly him, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kind of one-handed tipped it to himself. Kenny Antarasi. Mom sang the national anthem. He's
that
like,
was solid, too.
Can't let Mom get all the glory today. Going back to the air, that one's up there forever. And he goes and gets it and scores! Kenny Antarasi just taking it away from the defender.
Well, you go to the well when it works so well. Kenny Antarasi, that's your drive and your 6. And a new 88 has happened upon the scene.
Man, 2 catches in a row, just brilliant.
It's a man-sized man right there. Just taking it away.
Gold goes on top, 12-7, so they'll go for 2 here. Meza going on the fade, and Looking out there for King Johnson. And it was broken up. But Gold takes the lead. 5:24 to go here in the third.
You're watching the San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game presented by Valero.
Welcome back to the Alamo Dome. Kenny Atunrase and Team Gold going in front. Thanks to two great receptions by that young man on that drive. And Team Black will have the football next as Gold kicks off. And it's a little pooch kick. Got to get on that football. Got to get on that football. They do, and that'll set up Team Black in offense right there. And Matt Roy is standing by with offensive coordinator to let us in on the eavesdropping on some of the play calls, Matt.
Yep, they're in there calling it right now. I'm going to ask Coach Wilkinson when he comes back over here. And you know they're going to start dialing some stuff up now that they're down. They've been up all game. So we'll be prepared for some runs right here. Coach, what we got going? Going to try and run it right at him, he says.
All right.
You guys know Coach's best friend is a good run game.
Jason Love in there at running back. Three-yard gain. Take a look at Che Hendricks' coaching staff. David Wilkinson, the offensive coordinator, calling these plays.
First on the tackle at the 31-yard line. Gain of 3, second and 7.
They set up 2nd down and 7 here. Noah Ferris from Harlan in at quarterback.
Power read play with our quarterback. He's going to read the defensive end here and try to make him wrong. We're either going to hand it wide or the quarterback's going to hit it up the pipe here.
So it's a zone read. They hand it off, and some physical football there on the back end.
I'm telling you, man, this is get after it.
Jaden Haygood, Judson again. He's made 2 big-time plays today. Jaden
All right, Coach,
Haygood's
3rd and 4.
player.
Hit him with an inside run here. We get a first down. Maybe try to lull these safeties to sleep a little bit and then try to pop them over the top in a little bit.
All right, so they're going another run here on 3rd and 4. And fighting for yardage is Love, but he's not going to get there. He'll be short. Another Judson Rocket in on the play. That time it's Zacchaeus Thomas, who's also had his number called a lot tonight.
All right, 4th and 1.
Smithson Valley's Jackson Maynard in on the tackle as well. Congratulations to him on a great season, playing all the way to the state title game in Jerrywell. Coach Larry Hill. They run it, and I don't know that he's got there. It's going to be short. And again, it's Zacchaeus Thomas from Judson. The Rockets standing up together. Thomas and his teammate, Jaden Haygood.
Is collapsing the entire side of that offensive line for Team Black. And it's hard to know which one of these defensive lines has been more dominant today, because they, look at that, just blowing it all up.
Walker DeHarst blowing it up first inside from Johnson High School. And here's a best run of the day inside. That's Jaden Gutierrez from Sotomayor. Saw his head coach Juan Morales in the tunnel just moments ago at halftime. Very proud of this young man. Yeah, Walker DeHarst got in there first to bust that up before the Judson guys were able to get in there. 2nd down and 1. Throw it in the flat. That's 2 forward passes. It's going to go all the way out of bounds, but are they going to let them get away with that?
Why not? It's an all-star game.
It was not a backwards pass.
That's my default for everything today.
Was this a backwards pass? He's at the... I don't know, it's fun. King Johnson gets it all the way down to the 3-yard line, and they're going to let it stand. All right, so a little trickeration.
It's our double fudge play of the game.
First and goal inside the Central Med red zone. Zone read blown up inside by Team Black's defensive line.
Loses a yard back to the 4.
Well, if you're Team Gold, this is just what the doctor ordered. You got a long drive in a game where points have been hard to come by, and knocking on the door here just inside the 5-yard line. Team Black really could use a stop, and if nothing else, they got to figure out a way to get something going on offense.
Guys, just to confirm, that was in fact double fudge. I just checked with Coach Jimmy. He's very proud of it.
Dang, fire in the hole.
Well, Matt, we won't tell him that it was 2 forward passes.
How about Possessi? You can ring my bell.
Leo Possessi from Reagan with that hit there.
Man, I'll tell you, that Reagan defense sure was a lot of fun to watch. And I think half them dudes are here playing in this game.
3rd and goal at the 1-foot line. Jacob Salcedo, the quarterback. And that's Jaden Gutierrez, his running back, who he gives it to, and he scores. But there's a flag down, and I don't know if it's going to be in that holding. It might have been in a face mask on the defense.
Yeah, maybe. Yep, you're right. I thought it was a hold, too, because that's one of the bigger holes we've seen today. Not to disparage any of the big boys up front.
After trailing most of this game, Gold.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Result of the play is a touchdown.
See it right there. But Gutierrez shakes it off and is still able to get in.
I'll tell you what, how dare I say anything about a hold down there? I mean, that was just good, clean, fundamental football. Briley Brown, as we watch all kinds of craziness happen on this point after attempt, but Briley Brown doing a good job blocking 2 guys on that touchdown run.
18-7. Now that's an odd score. Was it Josiah Ali who blocked it? He's celebrating. Let's take a look at that. Of course, sure was. 5 tackles for loss and a blocked extra point. And he can't keep his helmet on today.
Because the hair has been so fantastic. Well, if his team rallies, it's going to be hard to keep him out of the MVP conversation.
Oh, yeah. I think we give, in this game, don't we give a defensive player and an offensive player? Oh, just a player, just an MVP. Huh. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Because Atarance has been fantastic as well for Team Gold.
We see you up there. How you doing? Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Okay.
Well, we still got a lot of football left here, so we're not totally digging the grave for Team Black just yet, but they got to find a way to get something going. I mean, they got their touchdown on the benefit of a short field.
Sawyer Bowley taking it across the 20-22. So Team Black, which pretty much dominated the football game throughout the first 2.5 quarters, finds themselves down 18-7. And they need to get their offense going in a hurry. Let's go down to Matt Roy on the sidelines. Matt.
All right, guys, joined by Kenny Aturase. I have 2 questions for you. One, can I call you Kenny Moss?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Those are 2 of the most impressive things I've seen all day.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, I think.
And the second question is, can you sing as well as your mom can?
Oh, no, my mom was way better. She was born for that.
Yeah, I asked her when she was done, I said, can Tawo and Kenny sing like you can? And she said, heck no.
No, I can't sing like her. She can sing. She can sing.
Well, she sold you out real quick. I was like, can they sing? She's like, no.
Yeah, I can't sing.
So what did you see on those 2 catches? Those were 2 of the more impressive things we've seen today.
So on that first catch, I ain't gonna lie. To make it an easier catch for me, I should have kept on running, but I kind of stopped because I thought the quarterback was gonna run to the right, so I was trying to go to the flats so I could catch it and get out of bounds. But it turned out I just stopped, and then the ball was over my head, so I tried to get it with one hand. I took the one hand, I caught it, and then the second one, that's just routine. So.
I mean, it's just great players making great plays.
For sure, yeah.
Helps when you're 6'4". All right, Kenny Moss, back up to you guys in the studio.
I like Moss. It's easier to pronounce. Matt, while you're down there, get the true pronunciation, because Chuck and I could very well be butchering
Aturase.
Okay.
Yes, my apologies to the Aturase family.
Aturase.
Man, that was a couple of unbelievable plays, especially. He should have made it easier on himself, he says, and just kept running. No, I think we like the one-handed catch variety better. Well played.
The second one, just routine. Just go up there and take it away from people anytime I can. All right, 3rd and 16 for Team Black. In trouble now. They complete this one over the middle, and it's going to be short of the first down. And that might get us to the 4th quarter. 9 seconds to snap it. And I'm sure there's going to let it tick down, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. And all of a sudden, Team Gold, 2 unanswered scores here in the 3rd, and they lead it 18-7. And they have the football to start the 4th quarter when we come back. Welcome back. It's our Metropolitan Health District Smile Cam here in the 3rd quarter. The Bernie cheerleaders all fired up as we start the 4th quarter with Team Black kicking it away, and it was almost blocked. And it takes a nice bounce, and a big day for the Team Black punter today. Turner has just been fantastic. They're going to be a running into here. It shouldn't be enough for the first down. But they may want another shot at it.
Yeah, let's see what this ends up being. It's going to be mighty interesting, or possibly a mighty interesting development in this football game.
We have running into the kicker. That penalty is declined. Be first down, Black.
He tried to save him.
Yeah, all's love and fair in war.
Come on, don't throw the flag at me. Look, I hugged him. Aaron Hoyle from Veterans Memorial. Good penetration there. So that brings out Landon Gill and the Team Gold offense. Gill's had a nice day, scrambling around. So much fun to watch during his career. Always undersized, but always got the biggest heart.
Yeah, Team Gold's quarterback play has been pretty spiffy today. I mean, Mesa's sitting here, Don, 7 of 8 for 115 and 2 scores. Kind of under the radar, but very well done by the Warren quarterback.
Very well done. Gold trying to move it down the field again. Gill going up top, got a man down there wide open on a post, and he just missed him. And that was Kyler Payne from Davenport showing some speed. He's got offers from Mary Hardin Baylor, Angelo, and Tarleton.
Don, that's one of those where you're just trying to lull the other team to sleep all afternoon with the run, and then you take a shot deep like that. And it's another one, too, with these defenses being as stout as they've been all day. These body blows are just catching up to the big playabilities of both the other team's offenses.
A little zone read run here. It's good for a couple. Team Black defense dominated this football game for basically the entire first half. That young man, obviously an MVP candidate for this game, even though his team is down 18-7. But Team Gold has been able to hit on a couple of big pass plays to Aturise and find themselves up 18-7. Gill running for his life, makes a smart play to just throw that one away. It'll be 4th and 5. Good chance for the Black defense to get off the field here.
You just see Gill's ability to just move around back there, right? I mean, he's going to probably need more than one guy to tackle him. I mean, he's just incredibly shifty.
The Taft Band performed at halftime. They were fun to watch as you look at Sawyer Boley. He's built just different too. This is a Division I kid here. You can tell Sawyer Boley is has a chance to be really good at the next level. Tyler Selly punt it to him here. It's a line drive. He's telling people to get away and stay away from it. Takes a great hop for Team Gold inside the 10. Will be down at the 9-yard line. Another great kick. That one from Tyler Selly from New Braunfels Canyon.
Yeah, the special teams MVP before the night's done.
Welcome back. We had this happen earlier. Brock Ramzinski, you might remember him, the Churchill Charger, who was a great linebacker there playing football at Trinity, was the recipient of a $163,000 Army scholarship. He's going to go into the Army after his days at Trinity are completed, and that ball is complete to the outside as Team Black completes it to Solansky. The young man going both ways today. And Team Black trying to get on the board here in a hurry as they trail 18-7. Solansky from Poth High School dominated that district. Speaking of that, here's Brennan Carroll, who dominated his, and he's got a Army first down. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Robert Marbett Jr. If that name sounds familiar, it should. He was one of the founders of the then San Antonio Sports Foundation, now San Antonio Sports. Mr. Marbett, great to have you here on the show. Congratulations to the 40 years of San Antonio sports.
It's been an amazing ride. I mean, just the amount of events like we're going to end up with. Think about this. You were here in the beginning. 9 Final Fours, men and women, in a few years.
Unbelievable.
People laughed at us when we said we wanted to go to the Final Four. I remember you interviewing a couple of us, and it was like nobody believed it could be done, and the town has come through.
I remember that first one when Tubby Smith, Kentucky won here in the Alamo Dome, and it's been great moments ever since as that ball's completed near midfield. Team Black with a huge play right there. That's Colton Schmidt from Lavernia. So the kids from Poth and Lavernia and the smaller towns coming up and making some plays. I remember the very first sports festival. And then in that first Final Four, Dirk Nowitzki was an 18-year-old playing over at Alamo Gym in that Nike Hoop Summit. And that's when Dirk was first seen by the world. And a lot of those great things happened in San Antonio.
And Shaq played, during the Junior Olympics. Charles Outlaw played during the Junior Olympics. I mean, we've had just incredible talent come through here.
Michelle Kwan?
Yeah, Michelle Kwan here still have the world record in attendance in a figure skating thing.
Wow.
Right here, just right down there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know, we have an Olympic medalist from bobsled that ended up, I think, in the 90 Winter Games. I'd have to go back and find out what year. And
just incomplete.
Yeah, and we picked him up at we were doing what's called a push-pull, where you pull this lead, it's like a lead brick thing, out at Fiesta, Texas, and it was part of our recruiting when we did the Olympic Festival here.
Wow.
He came, I think, from McAllen or something.
Del Rio.
Del Rio, yeah.
Todd, what was his name? He played linebacker at Tulsa. And
he was on 3 Olympic teams and finally won a medal.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
blanking on his last name, but he was an outstanding athlete from Del Rio, Texas, and played football at Tulsa, and then was discovered here in the bobsled. But it's not just about the big events that we've had here in San Antonio, as Team Black now moves inside the 40-yard line. It's about giving back in the programs that, I say this all the time as a board member of San Antonio Sports. There's so many of me and my friends, our kids all played YMCA basketball, whatever. You pay for those leagues, and the kids are, subject to sports and all the great things that they learn through team sports and coaching. But there's so many kids who don't have those opportunities. And San Antonio Sports has given kids those opportunities for free.
And from the get-go, when we looked at doing the Olympic Festival, one of the things we found out was we almost had no programming south of Hildebrandt. We had a lot of rich programming on the north side, to be honest, but nothing, and that's where the Sports Foundation came in, and now everybody has the equal opportunity here, wherever you are in the county.
The I Play After School program, another one, keeps kids off the streets after school while mom and dad are at work, and gives them opportunities to learn about team play, to learn about discipline, accountability, and gives them a safe place to play in those hours where mom and dad may not be able to supervise.
And it's not just helpful for that, but it helps their academics, it helps their growth as an individual, it helps to build leadership, and everybody always hears about the Final Fours and the Olympic festivals and help keep the Spurs in town. And a lot of people don't realize how much SA Sports does for all the other stuff San Antonio Sports does.
It's just an amazing program, an amazing I'm not going to call it a corporation, nonprofit, but more than that, it was great that you guys had that vision all those years ago.
And we had such a good early group. Henry Cisneros, without him, this wouldn't have happened. George Block, Pete Williams, Bill Hansen. From the get-go, we said we want big events here, but we also want to have programming for people in San Antonio who otherwise weren't getting it. And then along the way, we got a lot of buildings built to make both work. We're in one now. We're the AT&T Center, some of the swimming pools. Many of the facilities around got built for one or both. And what's so cool, in most cases, we've used them for the big events, and we use them for our own events.
I know millions are going back into this place to get it ready for 2025 for the next men's Final Four. And I know the future is only going to be bigger and brighter, as we're already talking about new stadiums downtown for the Spurs and for baseball. So I think over the next 10 to 15 years, it'll even get better in that regard. And it's always great to see the programs that you guys are doing with kids in San Antonio. Robert Marbut, congratulations. 40 years has gone by that quick.
Oh, my gosh. So quick. So quick. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for joining us. Robert Marbut Jr. here in the booth. Chuck's coming back, and the black team is on the roll here. 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go. It's 4th down and 11. They need to convert this one. Rolling right and blown up. That just might do it for Team Gold. Jackson Maynard from Smithson Valley. Also, we missed Dalen Stanton earlier from Madison, had one of those. So the Team Gold defense has come up big with some plays here. Maynard playing for that Smithson Valley Larry Hill defense that went all the way to Jerry World in the 6A Division II ranks.
And he was very excited about playing in this football game today. Even tweeted his jersey out on his Twitter account. So, man, these guys making plays all over the place today, not just Jackson Maynard.
There's a timeout on the field. Gold trying to put this one away. We'll take it with them. 6:26 left here in the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game. We are back, 6:26 to go here in the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game presented by Valero. It's been all Team Gold in the second half. Team Black led 7-6 at halftime, and it's been Team Gold ever since then. And now they've got a chance to pretty much put this one on ice. The Black defense has been great all day. They make another stop there.
Hey, Don, I just talked to an offensive coordinator over here, Coach Cueva. He said if they get it on the right hash, where it is right now, they have a dagger play that might end this game. So we might want to keep track. If for Kenny Atuase, one more time.
All right, we'll see if they go that way.
It's going to be Kenny up the seam, and then they're going to read the safety. So if Kenny's open, it's going right to him.
All right, he's lined up at the tight end spot there, the green helmet.
Nobody over top. It might be open.
He blocks here, though. It's a run. So it's 3rd down and about 6. Nate Stanley from Judson on the carry there. Gage Goldberg in on the tackle.
A lot of dirty yards in this game, right? I mean, it's just been tough sledding for both of these offenses. And even when Team Gold had their way on offense, as we take a look at Nate Stanley's numbers for the season, it's just been, thankfully, players making big plays and solo efforts because defenders have been right there to make a stop.
All right, 3rd down, quarterback keep. Gonna get the 1st down. Ridden down there, the clock will continue to run inside of 5 minutes. Antonio Meza having a really great game here from Warren High School.
They may not need to have that special play in order to bag this one, the way they're just moving the sticks systematically here towards the end of this football game.
Stanley. Ali. That's 6. If that's behind the line of scrimmage, that's 6 tackles for loss. He's just dominant, man. He's so fun to watch.
Well, he may not win the MVP today because his team isn't winning, but he has been the best player on the football field today.
Best player by far. And his quickness and just his first 3-yard burst is just dominant. He's going to have to play somewhere. Here's Stanley right up the middle. Nice gain. Picks up close to another 1st down. Picks up 9. Well, now they're going to move the sticks. They're going to give him 10.
That's one of those, I just think you should run away from Josiah Ali the rest of the day. We haven't learned that by now.
Yeah, run it away from the big fella. Got offers, as we said, from Sam Houston, West Texas A&M, and Northeastern Oklahoma. 6'3", 290, and he moves cat quick. 1st down here. Let the clock run as we get inside of 3 minutes. It's Stanley. He breaks it. Stanley. And was that Ali who chased him all the way down from his... No, that's a linebacker. I was going to say, that's Evan Escobedo from McCollum.
Yes, sir.
Well, just 2 kill shots in terms of running the football here towards the end of the game. And Nathaniel Stanley doing the heavy lifting, but those guys on the right end of the line of scrimmage really doing a good job making a crease for him to run through.
Good blocking up front from that Team Gold offensive line.
Got big Devin Nixon from Steele High School over there on the right side, 6'3", 260 pounds.
Timeout.
We got a timeout.
Gold.
There's a timeout, 2:30 left. We'll take it with them. Gold trying to put this one on ice.
Welcome back inside the Alamo Dome. Team Gold trying to kill the rest of this clock. 2:23 left to go in the 4th quarter. And Yards have been hard to come by for most of this football game, but Team Gold riding 2 scores in the 3rd quarter and able to milk a lot of this clock in the 4th quarter. Hats off to their defense for the way they've played too. Getting their offense right back out on the field, and almost another touchdown for Team Gold here. They were looking for the knockout punch right there. Up 2 scores with 2:19 left to go. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
New set of downs here. Black, though, with all 3 timeouts, Chuck, so.
Legal motion on the offense. That penalty's declined. 2nd down.
You know, leaving nothing to chance. Team Gold up 2 scores, Don, with 2:19, and take a shot into the end zone here, looking for that wipeout blow.
I might go back to Big 88. Instead, they hand it off, and Elijah Walton in on the tackle. Probably see Black take all 3 here these next couple of plays. It's time for our beluga whale of a collision. Jackson Maynard from Smithson Valley with one of those late sacks here late in the football game just comes up and shades of Trey Moore of Smithson Valley.
Oh man, that's a low bridge. That's an all-star game.
Right up there near the chops. Make sure you stick around after the game. We're going to hand out our George Pasterchick Memorial Trophy to the winning coach and our Whataburger Impact Player of the Game. Tough call in this one. Although Kenny Altarazi made himself a candidate again up there with Josiah Ali, I would think. Mesa, another. Back shoulder fade. Was he out of bounds, or they call a touchdown? Touchdown!
Wow, how did he get a foot in?
Luke Valdez. Sure did.
Wow, what a play. What a throw.
Luke Valdez out of O'Connor.
Mesa's having an unbelievable ball game. 8 of 9, 8 of 10, 3 touchdowns. That's making the most out of your opportunities.
He may have just gone in front in the MVP voting. It's a 3-man race. But as we know, Chuck, Brian Watts in the truck makes the call on that. 100% every time. All right, time for our Ron Hoover plays of the game, and it's Josiah Ali who's dominated this football game. That right there set the tone for the very first part of the game, and ever since then, he's been terrorizing the Gold offense. 6 tackles for loss and a blocked extra point. His quickness and speed up front, just fun to watch. I just want to tip my cap to him and say, I enjoyed watching you play, young man.
It has been a pleasure watching his career these last few years get it done at Roosevelt High School. The best is yet to come, methinks.
So Mesa's touchdown to Luke Valdez of O'Connor will secure the W for Team Gold, as we've got 2 minutes left here in the football game. And you see the HEB smile cam with that little Lanier Voke right there. Future all-star here in San Antonio with, as Chuck would say, unbelievable flow. Sawyer Boley is drilled after picking up a few.
Kickoff return handled by Sawyer Boley from Champion High School. Oh, it's party time. Like that shirt.
Yeah, you make the case. Antonio Meza with some unbelievable stats here, leading this team gold offense back in the second half. He certainly's made his case for MVP. Gutierrez throws it over the middle. That's a gain of about 8. So he goes to Jason Love from Bremen. You see the proud family members out at this game. 1:36 to go. Gutierrez in trouble, gets out of it, as he seems to always do, and he goes headhunting, looking for contact. He's a tough young man, loves contact. New first downs for Gutierrez, and throws that one kind of into traffic. Incomplete. That'll set up second down and 10. Gutierrez looking deep, now fires that way. Triple coverage down there, double coverage anyway, and it's broken up. Receiver Alamo looking for pass interference, not going to get that call.
Now when you got that many DBs back there, if you take a look at Brennan Carroll and what he's eating at Whataburger.
He's the first guy to come up with the chicken strips.
That's surprising at that age, right?
Yeah.
Figure most kids are chicken strip kids. At least mine were. I think they still are, as a matter of fact. I don't know if that's something that you ever outgrow.
Brennan Carroll, just an outstanding career at Roosevelt High School. Gutierrez is on his way to the Naval Academy. He'll fire, and that ball was almost intercepted and then almost caught on the rebound. And that'll bring up fourth down, and then it'll be just a couple of kneel downs if they don't convert.
Oh my goodness, you're on the video board. Oh no, we can all see you. Fourth down.
Gutierrez on fourth down. Got to take a shot. Does, and it's overthrown, and that'll turn it over on downs. Intended for Alamo, and that'll do it. Team Gold will take a couple knees here, a couple plays, and run it out. I'm going to run down to the field, Chuck, for the post-game trophy presentation. Leave it in your hands here in the final minute.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you down there and see who's going to get the MVP of this football game, because there's a lot of worthy candidates. That is for sure. But Coach Peterson doing a nice job with his squad.
Team Gold takes over first and 10 at the 50-yard line. Ball carrier right up the middle sideline, Molina. Gain a couple, second and 8. Escobedo on the tackle.
Well, a well-earned victory, no doubt, for Team Gold on both sides of the football. Their offense didn't do a whole lot in the first half, but boy, did they come to life in that third quarter, and then got the icing touchdown on the previous drive, and then here you go. Harlandale quarterback coming up with a nice play there to help move the sticks, and we will presume that to be the final play of the ball game. Team Gold, your 2024 San Antonio Sports High School All-Star Game champions. Lots of talented individual efforts today by Team Gold. Their quarterback play was outstanding. They got some big plays from some of their small school guys on the back end of some throws. And you add it all up, it's Team Gold 25, the Black 7. Don Harris will be back when we come after the break and hand out the winning trophy and the naming of our MVP.
Today's broadcast of the 2024 San Antonio Sports All-Star Football Game is presented by Valero and sponsored by the U.S. Army, Whataburger, H-E-B, Frost, Methodist Healthcare, Ancira Auto Group, Thomas J. Henry, Via, the PM Group, Powerade, Crisis, Taco Cabana, the Gomez Law Firm, Steel North Star Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Centro Med, Dr. Drake's Sleep Solutions, Beluga Air, Christus Children's, San Antonio Zoo, Air and Plumbing Today, Vietnam Army Grunt Museum, Ron Hoover RV and Marine, Harlandale ISD, and San Antonio Metropolitan Health District. Welcome to the Valero Post-Game Show.
Welcome back to San Antonio. Did y'all have a good time today? First of all, how about a big hands for Team Gold and Team Black? Great performances today. We're first going to give out our Whataburger Impact Player of the Game. It was a tough decision. So what I want to do is at least give away 2 honorable mentions. First, honorable mention, Team Black. Josiah Ali had 6 tackles for loss and a blocked extra point. Just dominant performance up front, young man. Congratulations. Another honorable mention for Impact Player of the Game, Team Gold, Kenny Aturise. Those 2 unbelievable catches to get into the end zone. And our Whataburger Impact Player of the Game, 8 for 10, 3 touchdown passes, Antonio Meza from Warren High School. Come on over here. Antonio, I know it's a dream come true to play this game. You made the most of your opportunity. How'd you do it?
My team, first and foremost, let me give glory to God. I wouldn't be here without him. Everybody that loves me, all the coaches that have got me to this point, thank you so much. Second, these are amazing guys, amazing guys. I mean, I loved every down with them, and they made it easy for me.
Congratulations, young man. I don't know if you guys know this, but San Antonio Sports started this game 46 years ago with the legendary George Pasterchick, who coached at St. Gerard. This was a game that was not in the Dome, it was not on TV. It was a little game over at St. Gerard. They moved it to Blossom Athletic Center. It's got a great history of giving these guys one more chance before they graduate. And so for 46 years, it's been a great game. So we named the trophy the George Pasterchick Trophy. And it goes to Blaine Peterson of Team Gold. Coach, your team was down at halftime, 7-6. What was the key to that second half rally?
Oh, first off, I want to congratulate the black team and Coach Hendricks and his staff for playing a great game. And guys, it was a team effort tonight. We had a lot of guys making plays, and there are probably a few kids that could have been the MVP tonight. So it's a team effort, and they all did great. Proud of them.
I know one of the big keys for coaches in this game is the chance to get to work with these guys all week long. What did you learn about these young men, or vice versa, this week leading up to the game?
Well, I told them this yesterday. I go, obviously they're good athletes, good football players, but these are great kids, great character kids, great work ethic, their attitude every day. Had a great week. It was so much fun for me and my staff. Could have been better.
Appreciate it. Blaine Peterson of Team Gold. Jay Hendricks, the coach of Team Black. We want to remind you guys, you can always catch this game on YouTube on the CW35. And for now, I'll send it back to my guys in the booth.
Well done, Don. Looked like he was having a lot of fun down there. Matty, you had fun down there on the sideline?
It's a blast down there, Chuck. It always is.
Yeah, it was good stuff tonight from the sideline. And overall, it's Team Gold that's hoisting the trophy here tonight. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Valero postgame show.
Time now for our Harlandale Independent School District highlights from tonight's ball game.
There was a lot of them, Chuck.
There was. It looked like we were going to have any touchdowns here tonight, but lo and behold, we finally got some. Austin Vivier from Team Black working on the short field, Matthew.
Yeah, you can see me right back there. I was trying to tell them it was a catch. They were debating it for a second. I'm right in the back. I finally figured it out. Here's the one from King Johnson, too.
Yeah, it was amazing, right? He totally moved his body into a great position in order to make this play. Then on the back end, and then had another pop fly right there.
Kenny Moss.
Kenny Moss shall forever be named, the young man from Cole High School. And then on a face mask penalty, we finally had a rushing touchdown in this football game. And then to put her all away,
one more great catch. It was just a team full of great catches on Team Gold tonight.
It was, and a great throw tonight on that back end, the third touchdown pass of the night for the Warren quarterback, and add it all up, and we've got ourselves a final football game from the Alamo Dome. Team Gold 25, Team Black 7.
Nice to put a bow on the football season just like that, huh, Chuck?
Or, the way I look at it, it's the first football game here in San Antonio for the year. That's right. So, yeah, Matt, had a great time with you and Don and Nikki Six up here in the booth, and all kinds of fantastic performances today.
Hats off to Chris Koppas as well, our producer extraordinaire. I told him before the game, this is his Mona Lisa every single year. And he does a great job. You guys do a great job letting me hang out and interview people on the sidelines. I look forward to it again next year, guys.
Yeah, me as well. And for Brian Watts and a cast of dozens, we thank you for watching Thursday Night Lights all season long here on the CW35, and shout out to San Antonio Sports and their high school football all-star game.